Hi, it's Will from StormTheCastle.com, and here in YouTube Nervy's Epic Fantasy, that's right. And this is my latest tutorial. This is a fun, easy, fast project. I did this project in, I think about 3 hours, maybe 4 hours the most, and I had to figure out how to do it. So you could probably do it in less time, and it only takes a few materials. This is the Club of Hercules from the movie with Dwayne Johnson. Hercules is famous for his club. And it's kind of cool. Easy project. You don't need a whole lot of supplies as usual with my projects. And I show you a few different ways to do it. I did it a safe way with the cardboard tube here that we stuff. So that's it. Thanks for watching my videos. If you're a subscriber, thanks for subscribing. If you're not a subscriber, hit that button. Always lots of fun and interesting projects. 2 videos every week I do. I have 600 videos. Let's launch into the introduction and then do how to make the Club of Hercules! Thank you. Dioramas, origami, catapults, and trebuchets, telescopes, terrariums, bonsai trees, and paper games, swords and shields, and real blacksmithing, model rockets, animation. I teach the art of real creation. StormTheCastle.com. Let's make something. Alright, you can start out with, you can do this project with any number of materials. Here's a dowel, wooden dowel that's 1.5 inches thick. Or you can even use the tube, which is what we're using from inside, like wrapping paper or something. Try to get a strong one, because it makes a difference in how the club is. But we're going to do this project with the tube, wrapping paper tube. So to strengthen it up, wrap up newspaper like this and stuff that tube really tight. Get as much in there as you can all the way through and push it down, because you don't want it to bend on you while you're using it. If you're not too worried about the safety of it, you can use the wooden dowel. Is much better for this. But hey, this is for fun. And then wrap it with tape to strengthen it even more. Now, at about the 1/3 mark here, is handle, and the other 2/3 there from right is the club. So lay it on foam board and draw it like this, just like that. It doesn't have to be fancy. That's the club. And then cut it out. Now lay that on foam board and trace around it and cut out a second one. There you go. Now you have 2 of them. Measure down the center line of those 2. And then cut them, but only cut through the top layer of paper on the foam board. Because we want to fold it. We don't want to cut it in half. And then fold it like this. At around a 45-degree angle. Something like that. Now we're going to mount them on your dowel or your tube like this. So grab the hot glue gun. Put a generous amount of glue on there. And glue them down on opposite ends, opposite each other. And see how it sticks out past the tube on the right there? We want that club to stick out. It'll look a little better. Don't line that end with the foam board and the tube, see? And then put the second one on. And you can tinker with these. And I will show you that I actually trim these down a little bit more. Because once you get it together and you're looking at it, you can say, a little bit smaller, a little bit narrower at the bottom. I wanted to narrow mine at the bottom a little bit. I'll show you that. But glue those on and hold them. See, right here. I'm saying, let me trim this down so there's a little bit more of a big ball at the top and a little bit thinner down towards the bottom. So that's an option for you to tinker with it here so you can get it looking the way you want it. Now draw out 4 teeth like this. These are teeth. And make them pretty long, longer than you think they should be. That's because you got to visualize the club, the ball end of the club on there. I'll show you what that is. And then glue all 4 of them into the club towards at the end of the stick, like this. At the end of the stick or the tube. 2 here. I had to hold that for a minute. And don't make them parallel. Have them like be at a little bit of an angle to each other. You'll see in a sec. I'll show you what you're looking for right there. See it? 2 on one end, 2 on one side, and 2 on the other side. And see how long they seem? That will shorten some. And you can always just cut them shorter. So don't be bashful to make them kind of long. Now cut a little bit of foam board and make yourself a pommel. And put these crescent half lemon slices on there like this, because we're going to fill that in with newspaper to bulk out the pommel. You know, easy project, but I kind of like it. You know, kind of simple, not a whole lot of supplies, you know, a wrapping paper tube, some foam board, some masking tape. This is a masking tape project, I guess you could call it almost, because you do a lot of the sculpting with masking tape. So start to fill in all of those gaps, all 4 of them here along the handle, not really the handle, the base of the club, near the handle. So you're going to fill all of that in. And down here where the handle changes to be like spikes, you know, and use the crumpled newspaper to shape it, and the masking tape, and shape it. Oh, and if you use the wooden dowel for this project rather than the tube, you can go ahead and once you're done with all of this, you can paper mache this project, which it would look even better. And then bulk out the ball end of the club like that. See, and you think those spikes are still sticking out too much, but you're going to see what happens pretty soon. See, now you wrap up newspaper like this and form circles right around each one of those spikes. So you make 4 of them, and then tape them all down and tape them all up. See, there's 2 like that. And now see how those spikes are just getting shorter and shorter as we're adding more stuff. And then tape them up really good. And I don't really show all of the taping for these, I guess, donuts you could call them. But tape them inside, outside, all the way around. Cover them completely with masking tape. And you'll get a look at that. And also, bulk out the pommel. See those lemon slices we had? Make the balls of newspaper and tape them. So now you've got a rounded pommel shape. Now, see, now I'm going to mask these off so I can paint them, but see how it is, those donuts are around it, they're all taped up nice. And then I used a couple of different shades of brown, I even speckled in a little bit of gold. You can have fun with this, do it black if you want, black would probably be cool. So here's now the darker brown, and that's it, spray paint, have some fun. You don't have spray paint, you go right ahead and paint this with regular acrylic paints. We can take off the masking, the painter's tape on those teeth. And then paint them. Plain old white. If you have bone color, use that. I use plain white. Then I added in a little bit of gray. Then finally a little bit of red. And that's it. Nice job. You have made the Club of Hercules. If you make this project, I will send you a certificate. Send me a picture. And in the email, you know, say, hey, can you send me a certificate? That way, because I know you want one. But there you go. It's done. Easy and fast. Paper mache if you want it to look even better. Here's an upcoming project. It's not the next video, but it's coming real soon. I'm almost done with this. This is a little axe out of a railroad spike. Fun blacksmithing project. Just hammer out a railroad spike, and I even put a handle on it. And you'll like that project. If you like my blacksmithing videos, you'll like this project. Look how red that is. That's beautiful. Here's a couple more videos you can watch. Up top is the batarang, and on the bottom is the glass sword from Skyrim. Thank you.